Hey y'all, it's Wendy, the Hollywood Talent Manager out in Los Angeles, California. And I am committed to being the open door that you actors need to get information. Because Hollywood is a very closed off kind of place. You know, there's a lot of gatekeepers. In order to get to casting directors, you got to know the assistants, and in order to know the assistants, you know, you got to jump through hoops to meet them, and in order to know agents, you got to know the assistants, or to get into NBC and talk to executives, you got to know their assistants or the executives, and to get to managers, you need to get past their assistants. So there's a lot of gatekeepers, and the public doesn't always get past the gatekeepers. And I decided years and years ago that I was going to be your bridge from the outside world to the inside world. And that's my choice. And I do that for one reason. I'll tell you a little story. When I was a kid growing up, my mom was a special ed teacher. My dad has a doctorate in history. And they're both college professors. Neither one of them are from the entertainment business. Neither one of them know about the entertainment business. They didn't know about casting directors and agents, auditions, nothing. But they saw that I was a creative little spirit and that I loved performing. So they put me in a community theater, and I did that from the time I was 9 until I was 23. It was called the Alliance Theater. I learned a lot, and I loved it. And I played lots of different roles. And you market the theater, you send out flyers, you do interviews, sometimes they were broadcast on television, you sell tickets at the box office when you're not in the show, you strike the set, you help in every way. And I loved being a part. I get cried, I don't know why. Must be emotional today. But my theater experience was one of the best experiences of my life growing up. My director, Carol Penny, she believed in me when I was 9 years old. And the second play she put me in, I was the lead in Member of the Wedding. I played Frankie. And the next play she put me in, I was Anne in Diary of Anne Frank. And people were like, but she's not white? Well, this was a multiracial theater company. And in order for my biracial self to play Anne Frank, they cast a white mother and a black father. And it was very progressive at a time that interracial theater wasn't done, and she did it, and it worked beautifully. It was held over for a year, and I played that role for a long time. And I stayed in that theater almost all of my youth, and I'm grateful for every opportunity I had. So I highly recommend that actors do theater. If you're in a small town, get with a community theater. I did theater at my school. I did theater in high school, junior high school. I lived in the theater. But I didn't know about professional acting. So by the time I was 19, I didn't know nothing about getting on TV and stuff. My friend was going on an audition for a Pepsi commercial in New York. And I was like, oh, that was the first time I heard about it. I want to go. So I went with him. I remember I wore my purple hat with my pin on it. You know, I didn't know anything about dressing for the part. I just looked fancy. And, but I loved it. And I was like, oh my God. And I wanted to be a singer my whole life. So I moved out to California and I became a singer. As soon as I got here, I'm serious, I got off the plane and bam, I met this record producer, and he flew me to Europe. And I had several hit records, and I was there for 4 years in Amsterdam, singing, producing, writing, recording, music videos, and all this kind of stuff. And I tell you this because building a career takes years of getting good, years of training, and years of experience. And I spent years getting that experience and that training. And when I came back from Amsterdam to LA, I was thirsty for knowledge on how the business works. I was so thirsty. I went to work in public relations companies, in talent management companies, in talent agencies, record labels. I worked for a year in every great position I could find. And I learned, I absorbed so much. I worked in production, I worked in development, I worked in distribution, TV sales, record sales, touring, casting. I worked for agents, I worked for managers, and then I became an agent, and then I became a manager. So now, what I know is a lot. And I want you to have access to what I know. Now, sometimes in Hollywood, people get mad at me. Oh, why do you bother giving new people so much information? Let them figure it out on their own. I hate that fucking kind of people, you know. They're not generous. Or people think, you know, don't bring any more actors into this business. We already have enough. You know, people who say that quickly become not my friends. I have a group of wonderful, wonderful friends in this business who are agents and managers and casting directors and producers and writers who love that I'm helping new people. And to those of you who think I shouldn't be bothered helping new people, I'll tell you this. I'm going to tell it like it is, and I'm going to be a source of information for young actors, new actors, old actors, till the day I die. And if you don't like the fact that I'm putting what I know in books or doing seminars, fuck you. I'm going to do it because they need the information. They need to get past the gatekeepers. They need the real information that my mom never had, that my dad never had. So I'm always going to do it and understand how I work, because right now I'm on my way to an appointment to meet a client that I want to sign, perhaps. And I'm in the car driving. And, you know, all day long I'll work on submissions. My partner Wendy and I will be submitting, talking to casting, getting our clients opportunities. I have a social media director. She'll be helping people figure out how to market themselves all day. And we're busy. But then after hours, or even in between, I'm here helping. I do the blogs, I do the books, I do workshops on my weekends, on my vacations. I was working on Memorial Day helping actors. I answer emails so you can send them to me, because I will answer them. If I haven't answered your email, your questions in my books, I'll answer them. If I have already answered in detail your question in one of my books, I'm going to tell you to go read the books, because I do not repeat myself every day to a new actor 65 times a day. I don't do that. But if you present me with a question I've never heard of, I'm all over it. If you present me with a question like, how do I become an actor? Go read my books. I've spelled it out so clearly that a freaking imbecile can figure it out at this point. If you're reading it and it's telling you exactly what to do, you know, if you can't figure it out from that, you know, you shouldn't be an actor maybe. Anyway, I just wanted to say hi to you guys and tell you I'm always believing in you and holding this space in my heart for your success. Don't make me cry. And I want you to achieve the wonderful gifts of success and satisfaction of living your dreams, because you deserve it and I want you to have it. And I know what it feels like and it tastes like and it feels great, you know? And I've decided to start my videos all over again, because some of you may realize there are 300 videos, but you know what? It's worth repeating. So I'm going to start tomorrow. I'm going to be doing one video a week again, starting from scratch, talking about everything that I know about meeting casting directors, networking with people, and building your resume, and what your demo reel should look like, and what your acting footage should look like, and what kind of projects you should be doing, and you know, how to audition, and how to do a callback, and what kind of classes and training you need, and how to get co-star roles, and then how to get guest star roles, and what's expected of you on the set, and how to be a winner in this business. And I want you to take that journey with me. And if you have questions, post them below. If you think I should cover something I'm not covering, ask me. And if you know me, you know I don't just talk about what I know, I talk about what other people know. I refer you to people I think have something really valuable to offer, like Amy Jo Berman. She's great with audition coaching. Dallas Travers, she's great with marketing. And I always tell you to read other people's books, not just my own. But Terry Burland has a great book. And, you know, Lisa London has a great book. And I have a casting director who just sent me a book the other day that was phenomenal. It's like a fucking encyclopedia. And I'm going to tell you all about it in my next video, because it's a great book. But stay close to me, because I'm an uplifting, positive spirit who really loves you and wants you to be successful. And I don't know why I'm so emotional today. Probably because I haven't talked to you guys in like a week. But I love you, and I'm behind you, and I know you can achieve great things. And maybe if I put my glasses on, I won't look like I'm crying so much. You get out there and you kick ass today. You go show this world what you're made of, and go show them your talents and show them your gifts, because you're here to shine, and I believe in you. So go out there and do great things. Bye.